Okay, today we're working on our 1986 Suzuki Samurai, and we have some horrible steering wheel wobble. As we come in and we look down, we can see the rag joint right here is actually there's only about half of it left, and you can see how loose it is. Go ahead and shake it some more, Zach. Move the wheel some more. You can see the wheel actually moving between the bolts. The rag joint or steering coupler is actually missing. It's only half there. So this is a rock crawler, and it eats up rag joints pretty regularly. So that's what we're doing today. It should be a quick fix. It looks like it's a 12mm bolt on both ends. So we're going to get a wrench on one, ratchet on the other. Should be about a 5-minute job. Check back. There's not much left of the rag joint here. You can see it's only about half, and it's pretty stretched out. And Suzuki parts were kind of crazy, which surprised me, 45 bucks. So I went over to AutoZone and got a generic one, and it looks like it's number 3102, and it looks like the bolt pattern, once I compress it a little bit, is going to fit in there. So 4 bolts, 2 pieces, and we should be done here in a second. 12mm? 12mm bolt ends. Upon opening my kit, I see that it comes with 2 of these kind of strange proprietary fittings here, which we're not going to use. So we're going to go back and use our original bracket spacers on the bolts, and then we're also going to use these new keepers. These go around the edge to put keep the rubber in place. So hopefully it's going to last a lot longer. So after remembering that nothing is ever as easy as it looks, I decided to come in out of the weather and do this inside and be smart about it and work smarter, not harder. So the little spacers that came with the original kit that go on the bolt threads will not thread right into the holes on the rag joint. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of liquid soap on there and tap them in with a hammer and get them all in place. Get the bracket on, the original bracket on, and then 2 of these containers that hold the rag joint rubber in place so that it doesn't stretch out again and tear as easily. So we'll tap those in real quick and we'll get right back. Small amount of liquid soap, a little pair of needle nose pliers so I don't pinch my fingers and make things worse for myself. And nothing much to it. Get them centered and whack them in on the cutting board. Well, we're going to go bolt this thing back together now. So we finished the rag joint replacement, and you can see we put the captures on the rag joint on each side. So they're going to keep that piece of rubber tire-like material in place without having it tear hopefully loose. And there's a lot of torque on that, so it's kind of hard to believe that they use this piece of rubber, but they do make a replacement for this. It's a solid piece of metal. It's like a U-joint that goes in there. So if you find yourself going through these quite a bit, I would suggest that maybe you order one of those. If you can't get the rag joint out, this bolt right here loosens the spline grab for the steering box, so you can loosen this up and move the receiver portion of the rag joint mount down, or the steering column has the same thing up here, and you can move that to allow yourself enough room to get the thicker rag joint in there. But pretty easy job altogether, only about a 10-minute job or so. Good luck.